Shows a medium kick? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Projectile to try and change the situation. Medium kick hits. Taps him with a shorty. What'll happen here? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Just goes for it at this range. Dashes. Sonic boom. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. There's a change of sides. Going in. Wrecks them. Looking for a chance. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Connects with the throw. What now? Sets up with the jump in. Big gauge difference here, and both fighters are almost done. This at least flatlines them.
That was catch as catch can, as you're gonna get in a fight.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 chases them down. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Still slugging it out here. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Takes a trip. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Player goes for the super art. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks him with the boom. Sticks the jump in. Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Pokes with a medium kick. Both fighters planning something? Anti-air drops. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 1 is just goes for it at this range. Can they claw their way back and give themselves a chance to win? Uses the target combo as a filler. Somersault kick. Player 1 is dominating this match. Sonic boom. KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Can they break through with a solid puncher? They exchange blows. Checks them with the boom. Flash kick. Taking chunks out of each other here. This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 has a full drive gauge, but is on the brink of death. Back dashes for space. Drives it back, misses. Tries to expert a fireball at that range.
That was catch as catch can, as you're gonna get in a fight.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Quick dashing. Projectile to try and change the situation. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Parries to cancel the fireball. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. A comeback's gonna be tough now. Can they do it? Checks them with the projectile. Grabs them. There's space to make something happen here. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Nice read! Denies them with a somersault kick. Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. It's a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Somersault kick. What'll happen here? Jumps in. Scrapping it out up close. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Jump. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 2 holding on. This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Sonic boom. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Let's loose a boom! Throws a fireball. Closes it out! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Oh, we're not done yet. Looks like they're both warmed up. Quick dashes. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Still slugging it out here. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? All right. Closing. What's next? Checks him with a projectile. Goes for the super art? Ooh, wants to hit it big here with a super art. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Closes the gap. Checks him with the boom. Goes for the jump in. That's a counter. Risky up-close scrap still going. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Sonic boom. Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? A quick breather. Ooh, what a smart throw. They're going for the super art. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a connect with the throw. What are they gonna do? Boom! Throws a fireball. Let's loose a boom! A fireball at that range? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. They are letting it fly from the get-go! Closes the gap. Player 1 makes it look easy. Perfect gauge management. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Shakes things up with a fire. Will this super art do anything? Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Amazing! No resources to work with. They gotta do this the old-fashioned way. Flatline zone. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. Back to the stage select screen. Maybe looking for a change of scenery. So who will our fighters select? Open those shutters. We're ready to fight.
When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend. I love to break bread, but I'd rather break records.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Good anti-air. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Checks with a projectile. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both fighters at 50% health. Overhead brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Sonic boom! Very critical point of the match with full drive gauge available. Perfect boom! Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2.
Opts to create space to start. Somersault kick. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Good somersault kick. Still slugging it out at this range. A super art? Show of force. Now, can they finish the job? Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 2 has a chance to win the round if they can put KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Shoots off a fireball up close. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Trips him up. Still slugging it out here. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Oicho! Show of force! Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now. Medium kick hits. KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Connect with medium kick. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Charges forward. Checks him with the boom. Wrist show of force. That's not gonna hit. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Knockdown and pokes with a medium kick. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from that's gonna leave them rattled? Okay, here we go. Ugh, scuff him. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Finds the target. Amazing. Player 2 is in a... Oh, this is... Oh, they got him. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Get them flying. Put them down with the hurricane. Now, can they finish the job? Wrecks them. Shows the medium kick. Sticks out a kick. Okay, Hibeko Damashi. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Sumo smash. This is a gigantic fight lead. Both sides getting ready. Oh, this will break them. A real test of nerves here. Flatline zone. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. From upstairs. Spirits are lifted. Oh, whiffs the grab. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Jump in, finds the mark. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and gets him. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight!
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Rolls out the Soba. Will this super art connect? Goes for the level 1 super. Spirits are lifted. Looking for a chance. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Going in? Player 2 is barely hanging. Oh! Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets the jump in. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player one with the life lead. All right. Okay, creating some space here. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. KO! Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Ghost will jump in to start the round. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Goes for the level 1 super. Player one took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Can they claw their way back and give themselves a chance to win? Crowns them from above in there. Player one made all the right moves in that fight.
Round 1.
They're in a proverbial downward spiral. There's no end to this battle. Big, low, reaching heavy. Reads them. Still slugging it out here. The command grab doesn't make it. Gets the jump in. Taking stock. Projectile to try and change the situation. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. What'll happen here? Goes for the level 1 super. Player two chases them down. KO! Player one wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum.
Round 2. Fight.
Anything off the smash? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen next? Charges forward. Good old slap. Goes for the super art. Player one managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Somersault kick. What'll happen here? Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive. This is gonna hurt. Scrapping it out up close. Are we gonna fight? Okay, here's the bulldozer level up. Closes it out. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Looking to switch it up? This is a good chance for a breather.
Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you is not my psychiatrist. It's a lifetime of strife and struggling. Be the best, that's my covenant. And I'ma live forever, that's my legacy. Greatest of all time, that's what they gon' make. Put in work, I did my part.
Open those shutters. We're ready to fight.
They know that I'm not started from the bottom and I'll never look back. Look at all my haters, y'all making them mad.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Mission に取り掛かる。どこからでも来い。Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? What are they thinking? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Well-timed command throw there. Let's off a projectile to waste time. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. The jump in catches them. Heading into the end game now. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Throws them to negate the block. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their Getsu? Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Double lariat and now goes for the super art. Shreds him with the Sonic Hurricane. Nice damage. Sonic Boom. Checks him with the projectile. Somersault kick. Player one has a slight life lead. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. From upstairs. Checks him with the boom. Perfect input on the sonic boom. They're going for the super art? How can they steal this in there? Player one took no time to finish that fight. They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. The jump in catches them. They're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Takes a trip. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. With that drive, it capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start the round. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Target locked and scoop. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Nice spinning back knuckle. Sonic boom. Gets the jump in. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Throws him. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Let's loose a boom. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Who will use their drive first? Okay, here we go. Dangerous range here. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. Just what they were after. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion. Back to the character select screen. Must have something planned.
For the fight of my life, show 'em what I got, 'cause you know that it's my turn. Drop till I fall, boy. Give it my all, boy.
Our fighters have selected their characters, and they're ready for business.
When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend. I love to break bread, but I'd rather break records.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
ミッションに取り掛かる。
負けないわよ。
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Gets a chance with that jump in. All right. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Taking stock. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. KO. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round two. Fight.
Whoa! Opens up with a super art. Did they see an opening? Big counter. Player one has a slight life lead. Sonic boom. Jumps up. Nice spinning back knuckle. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Their life is hanging by a in there. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Round one.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? That overhead was a bit obvious. Low heavy. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. The super armor does its job. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on KO. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Fight.
Goes deals with the projectile for their opening shot. Big, low, reaching heavy. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. So, what's next? Jumps in, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Nice spinning back knuckle. Jumps. Sonic boom. Sneaks in above. Can they claw their way back and give themselves a chance to win? Checks them with the boom. In there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Checks with the projectile. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Knockdown. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. The fighters are scrambling to figure out how to gain some meter here. Knockdown. Whiffs the throw, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 turned this right around with that super. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Stops the attack by using a drive pair. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. How will this impact things? Rolls out the Soba. It'll be interesting to see how they decide to fill up their super art gauges here. Jumps up, grabs and throws them away. Going in, brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1, burnout activates. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Gotta be careful, springs forward with the drive rush. This can lead to some big damage. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Reaches out with a flip to take the win here. Noticeable life. That jumping was expected. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Nice spinning back knuckle. No go for the throw. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Knockdown. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. All right, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Jumps in. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws them to negate the block. Will this super art connect? How's this round going to develop? Jumps. Throws them. What's next? Jumps up. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They exchange blows. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Clutch, anti-air. What a finish!
Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good.